Hello YouTube. I'm going to be reading from A New Concept of the Universe, written by Walter Russell. The new concept of matter. All of the many seemingly substances in the universe are but many different pressure conditions. These have been created by the interchange of two-way motion between two opposed poles of rest, which have been extended from the zero universe of knowing mind to simulate the multiple ideas of thinking mind. Any form of matter becomes another form of matter if its pressure condition is changed. Nature perpetually changes one form of matter into another by perpetually changing its pressure conditions. Every element in the entire periodic table is a transmutation from the preceding element of its cycle, from its beginning in zero to the ending of the entire 9 octaves and the zero of its beginning. The age of transmutation of the elements by man begins when he has full knowledge of the manner in which nature transmutes one element into another. Creation, postulated progressively. Number 1. This universe of moving body forms is an expression of the desire for division of the formless, sexless, father-mother balanced unity into pairs of equally and oppositely unbalanced, disunited, sex-conditioned father and mother moving body forms. 2. The purpose of this division into sex-conditioned, disunited pairs of father and mother moving body forms is to eternally extend the desire for unifying disunited father and mother body forms in order to eternally extend desire in them for repeating their sequences of division and unity. Number 3. The only energy in the universe is the pulsing desire of the mind for the creative expression of mind knowing by giving thought-image body forms to the idea of mind knowing. 4. The only means of expressing the pulsing desire of mind idea is through the concentrative-decentrative pulsations of mind thinking. Number 5. Mind thinking is electric. The desired pulsations of electric thinking are concentrative and decentrative. 6. The concentrative thinking focuses idea into pattern, form, and seed of matter to manifest the fatherhood of creation. To focus is to compress. The product of concentrative thinking is the compression of gravitation which fathers all body forms. Number 7. Decentrative thinking expands conceived idea from its pattern seed and extends it outward from seed idea to give its body form of idea, and thus manifest the motherhood of creation. To extend is to expand. The product of decentrative thinking is the expansion of radiation which mothers all body forms. 8. The mother pole of creation unfolds the moving body from its seed idea and projects it towards its zero in the heavens of space. Number 9. The father pole of creation refolds the extending mother form into its seed and withdraws it towards its zero in body forms of earth. 10. All body forms of matter give forth pulsing life as its action and receive pulsing death as its reaction. Number 11. All body forms of matter are both womb and tomb of life and death. 12. All life is born from death, and death is born from life. For reborning death and life. All opposites born each other and become each other in alternate sequences. Number 13. The seed is the fulcrum zero from which the divided father and mother body forms extend, and sequentially return for re-extension. The seed of all things centers all things. It is the fulcrum of eternally manifested tree of life, and of every root, branch, and leaf, and of every corpuscle of every root, branch, and leaf. Number 14. The soul centers the idea of all idea. All action-reaction pulsations of living dying body forms are recorded in the soul seed of all living dying body forms. all living body forms are dying as they live, and living as they die. Vertically, death is born in the very cradle of life, and the tomb again cradles death as life. Number 15. The electrochemical records of the zero seed of all things are the zero elements which are known as the inherent gases, from which center of the fulcrum zero of polarity all polarizing body forms extend to manifest vitalizing life, and return as depolarizing forms to manifest devitalizing death. 16. The inherent gases are God's recording and repeating system. They record, remember, repeat all actions, reactions of all things from eternity unto eternity. They broadcast all of creation to all creation, and likewise receive the broadcast of all creation for broadcasting to all creation. Number 17. The inherent gases are zeros in the universal equilibrium. Polarity divides and extends the one light into electric thought wave cycles, which appear from the one still light as pairs of moving lights and disappear into the still light for reappearance forever without end. 18. The inherent gases are the spiritual elements, which born and reborn the physical elements, and the meticulous make spectrum records of the eternities of rebornings. Number 19. The inherent gases center all elements from within to control their unfolding cycles of polarizing, depolarizing form, and balance them from without by two poles of still light to control their refolding of form into the zero seed. 20. The inherent gases record purposeful unfoldings and give back to each corpuscle of motion its cell memory of purpose and its instinctive guidance. Number 21. They likewise give back to awakening consciousness the records of all cycles of souls awakening, which have been written in the soul seeds of all unfolding, refolding body forms. 22. The inherent gases write down in God's book of light all that John and Bill and Sue have ever been, likewise what the ant, the elephant, the tiger, Violet, and Bee have ever been, or have ever done since their beginnings, and give them back to them after every rest period which divides their cycles. Number 23. God's sole occupation is the building of moving body forms to simulate his one idea of cause and effect, which creation is. All cause lies within the unconditioned, balanced, magnetic light of mind knowing. All the effect lies within two unbalanced, polarized lights of electric thinking, which create the two unbalanced and opposed conditions which creation is. 24. Electric thinking divides all effect into opposite pairs equally. Each one of each pair of effects is equal. Their balance is absolute. The balance of the universe cannot be upset by even 1/1,000,000th of an electron's weight. The answer to this secret lies in further solving the mystery which surrounds polarity. Polarity has never been understood. It must now be understood. 25. Question. How can there be motion in a balanced universe? Answer. If two children of equal weight sit at opposite ends of a seesaw, or two equal weights are put on scales, there is no unbalance, but, likewise, there is no motion. Unless there can be unbalance, there can be no motion. Question. How can there be unbalance in an equally divided and equally balanced universe? Answer. Two children of equal weight playing on seesaw do not interchange with each other while they are at rest. When they desire to move, they throw themselves out of balance with their fulcrum by their equal leanings. But they are in balance with each other. Motion is then imperative. When thus thrown out of balance, they must reverse their leanings to restore balance and lose it again, as all things in nature do. Nature has a different way of playing seesaw. Instead of an oscillating upon a continually extended lever, the wave extensions of polarity withdraw into their fulcrums and re-extend by turning inside out and outside in. The constitution of matter cannot be known until this principle of reversals is comprehended. Nature plays seesaw with matter and space as opposite mates. It is though an ant and an elephant played the game. When they interchange, the ant swells to the elephant's volume, and the elephant shrinks to the volume of the ant. Both are of equal potential, however, for the solidity of one balances the tenuity of the other. The cause of continued motion in sequential reversals lies in the two opposed conditions of matter. The compressed center heats and heat expands, while tenuous space cools and cold contracts. The necessary reversals of nature's wave lever, because of the difference in volume between the ant and the elephant, produce the same effect by throwing the players out of balance with their fulcrum.